Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who Big Finish review. So, as you can tell, I've actually called this Doctor Who The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure Part 1. Yes, this box set, well, this set really contains over 4 stories of The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure. So, I thought I'd try and break this down by going one story at a time instead of me reviewing it all and then missing bits out of it. So, I thought I'd try and talk about the stuff that's in there. And listen to the very first story, which is known The End of the Line. It's absolutely fantastic. I have to admit, it's a very good setting. I love the way it is described as like a kind of foggy, misty sort of area. And of course, we have the return of 2 villains of the Doctor's time at this point. We have also the return, well, basically we got the return of the Master. I can't recognise the person that does the voice of him, but he's like trying to do an impression of Anthony Ainley's incarnation of the Master. So really got like the Master in this, and the return of Michael Jaston, who does the voice of the Valeyard. So this is the Doctor Who box set I'm going to be doing a review on for the next couple of days. So this is part 1. So here is Doctor Who The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure. Part 1, as you can see, is this story. It's called The End of the Line. And this was actually written by Simon Bernard and Paul Morris. I absolutely do like this story. The way the Master messes with the dimensions. The literally getting like different dimensions of different trains or the passengers. And when you hear the Master basically using the TCE weapon towards the end, it's absolutely fantastic. And this isn't like a normal Colin Baker story, which is like the TV series, where you like got like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. This is actually like one massive story. So you got the theme tune and then the ending tune, and then that's it. It carries on with the rest of the story. Now, the Sixth Doctor has a new companion, really, and I never knew that he had a companion. I always thought he travelled with Perry and Mel, but no, he travelled with somebody named Constance Livingston, something like that. And she is played by Miranda Visiton, Raisn. I think she's interesting. I don't know if she has any connection to any other Doctor Who's with other incarnations of the Doctor. I know the next story in line has Charlie Pollard, who basically travels with the 8th Doctor in the future. So I'm quite looking forward to listening to them two dynamics, as I did listen to the Doctor and Charlie in Light at the End. I have to admit, or no, sorry, Charlotte. I absolutely do like this story. I have to admit, I absolutely like it. Now, basically, the main villain of the story is basically the Master. Now, you don't really is the Master to the Doctor. You hear the Doctor literally click and he's like, hang on, I know who this is. This is the Master. The Master. I absolutely love the way Colin Baker and the person that does the voice of the Master, which I cannot find his name, I'm so sorry to say. But I really like it because it actually has the Master's TARDIS in it as well. So when you hear the Master escape, he actually hears in his TARDIS. So as the Master always escapes, he escapes in his TARDIS after the Valeyard has word with him saying, "You leave the Doctor to me. I have my own plans for the Doctor in this dimension and any other." I absolutely love Michael Jason's laugh and the way he is as the Valeyard. Absolutely amazing. Now, apparently, this basically story, Doctor Who The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure, it basically follows on from another Big Finish story, which is known Doctor Who The Trial of the Valeyard. Now, the image of Trial of the Valeyard should have came up. Now, I never knew this. I haven't got the Trial of the Valeyard, so I'm quite looking forward to getting that, really. That's the next Colin Baker story I'm thinking of getting, so I can actually listen to this one. I have to admit, the reason that made me want to review this story, really, is, as I said, I was going to do this like in one big, massive video on Saturday, but to be honest with you, I really think that's going to be a pretty long video. I have to be honest with you. It's going to be a long one, so I thought, why not break it down into 2 parts? So talk about part 1, which is the Light at the End. Part 2 is known as the Red House. Part 3, Stage Fright. And then, of course, part 4, the final story with Colin Baker, with the regeneration, leading into Sir McCoy's Doctor, The Blink of Death. I'm trying to read off my notes as well. I've written everything down. I absolutely have to admit, I absolutely do enjoy this audio. I think it's a fantastic Big Finish review, Big Finish audio story. Now, if it comes in like this box set, and you can still get this right now on Amazon for only £30. £30 for Doctor Who the Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure. I actually thought this would have gone up, but no, it's absolutely £30, and I really think it's a great audio. So if you haven't got Doctor Who the Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure, and this bit I'm actually shouting out to you, Thomas Stevens, please hurry up and get Doctor Who the Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure, because I really think you're going to enjoy it. So as I was saying, you've got the Doctor and the Master. The Master's basically meddling around with dimensions, with trains. The way the Doctor's literally trying to save people is like very doctorish, and the way he literally tricks the Master, thinking that he's going to let the Master, like, he goes to the Master saying, all right, I will let you have control of the universe. Don't worry, I'll let you have control. Let me just go and do what I need to do. And of course, he tricks the Master. I absolutely love it. And of course, the Doctor's companion, Constance, basically nicks a dematerialization circuit out of the Master's pocket, which basically breaks down the dimensions. Now, the Master's TARDIS is basically described as a ticket machine. Yes, the Master's TARDIS has disguised itself as a ticket machine. So while the Master was basically using somebody else named Tim, doing his bidding, like using his mind and bidding everything, really, the Anthony Ainley incarnation of the Master, I like to think it's Anthony Ainley's incarnation of the Master. It's not Anthony Ainley, but I like to think it is. He's actually hiding in his TARDIS, watching out the events that the Master has caused. And I just have to admit, it's absolutely brilliant. I love the way the Valeyard literally just shows himself going, I've got my own plans for the Doctor. I really love Jason. I haven't really met him really, and I would like to meet him one day. Now, I love the way the Doctor and the Valeyard are. Now, they haven't really encountered each other since Trial of the Valeyard, apparently. So I'm quite looking forward to sit down, listen to her audio. But this story, I have to admit, it's absolutely amazing. The Doctor versus the Master, and then right out the blue, the Valeyard shows up. Now, I love the fact that the Valeyard's saying that the Doctor left him badly damaged and stuff, and he's like trying to repair himself to become new. So if you don't know who the Valeyard is, the Valeyard is somewhere of the Doctor's darker side that exists somewhere in between his 12th and final incarnation. Now, basically, with everything going on with the Timeless Child, we have no idea which incarnation this darker version of the Doctor exists. I actually like to think the Valeyard is another future version of the Doctor, really, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing the Valeyard return. Now, why Michael Jason is still alive? Come on, BBC, bring back the Valeyard, and let's just have another great story with the Valeyard versus the Doctor. The Master is played really brilliant in this one by the person that does the voice of Tim. It's not really like the Master, because the Master's like there in the scenes, like in Keeper of Traken, where the Master's using the Malka to do his actual bidding, where the Master's actually using this human named Tim to do his bidding, and basically the Master does show himself at the end, though, towards it, where he literally confronts the Doctor, and then the Doctor basically betrays him, and he's like there going, no, and he literally uses the TCE on people and kills them, and then basically gets back into his TARDIS and then escapes. But before getting into his TARDIS, he basically is pretty good. Now, I absolutely love the way Constance takes the mick out of the Sixth Doctor, really. She goes, Doctor, yes, why is the Master's TARDIS always looks like a ticket machine? No, the Master's TARDIS is like the Master, always like trying to disguise itself. And she goes, where for you and your answers, you would like to stick out with that big coat you got and a police box for a TARDIS. And he goes, I am not going to take that as an insult. I really love the way that is between the two. It's absolutely fantastic chemistry between Constance and the Sixth Doctor. So I'm really looking forward to see how the Sixth Doctor and Charlotte Pallard basically connect in the next story known as The Red House. So that will be the next Big Finish review. I absolutely love this. Now, Anthony Ainley is my all-time favourite Master, so I like to think Anthony Ainley is in the background of the story, even though he did pass away back in the early 2000s. So do kind of, instead of like recasting his Master, they literally just said, oh, the Master's hiding in the TARDIS, basically control the events through this human. I absolutely love it until the Master does show himself, and You can tell the actor does the voice of Tim is literally trying to get his voice to sound like Anthony Ainley as well. It's absolutely fantastic. I had no idea the Master was in this audio adventure, to be honest with you, because I actually originally thought that my only story that I've got with the Renegade Time Lord known as the Master is right at the end. But no, turns out he's in the Sixth Doctor's last adventure, so hopefully he does pop up again later on in this adventure. And I can't wait for it. So thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe, share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content videos. And let me know what you think of Doctor Who, The Sixth Doctor's Last Adventure Part 1 of my review.